where are you at now with your sex life? Like what are you looking forward to in your sex life now?
So now I feel like I'm a lot more comfortable with like asking for things, maybe.
Great.
Like, and exploring more with like other things and just like normal penetration and stuff. Like, I've like really never done any like butt stuff
Yes.
at
I
all
love butt
before,
stuff.
but I really like it. And I'm like, what? So like the person I'm with now is like super into it.
I love butt stuff.
And
That's
I was
great.
I was so nervous before. I'm just like, my fear is like shitting on someone, obviously.
Yeah, that's probably is the major fear.
That's the major fear.
Or
for
that
me.
it's going to hurt.
It's
a lot of
more
people
the
fear
shitting on
pain. It's
someone.
more the shitting thing.
I can take the pain, but the shitting
But
on
I
someone.
can't take the embarrassment.
I can't take that.
I can and I won't. But I mean, unless you're having like fully penetrative anal sex,
Yeah.
which is not a place you should start.
Yeah.
Like that's not going to really be an
Yeah.
issue. Like you can easily just like take a shower beforehand,
Mhm.
clean the outside like you usually would
Yeah.
in a shower and be fine.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of, it's unrealistic unless you're actually going past that like second sphincter.
Sphincter?
Sphincter. Sphincter.
One more time. Sphincter.
Then you don't even need to worry about that. Yeah.
Okay.
But like, yeah, that is like,
Phew.
but for sure that's a worry of cleanliness because you're going to only feel more confident the more clean and like lovely you feel.
Exactly.
Right? With like any part of your body. If you've ever gotten home from work and you're like, somebody wants to sleep with you, you're like, my feet stink. And I just am only thinking about my smelly feet through this entire
Oh, no.
sex.
This entire thing.
The entire thing. That's
My
all I'm thinking
feet
about.
stink.
Yeah, but butt stuff.
Yeah.
So you're getting into that.
I am.
Are you
I like it.
toys or vibration or
I'm-
hands, fingers?
Yeah, fingies only.
Nice.
Although I had and again, never experimented with any kind of dildos, vibrators, nothing.
Ever. At
Ever.
all. Not even just butt stuff.
No,
At all.
Yeah, at all. So I think that my partner now is super wanting to do a lot of that stuff.
Yep.
So I'm like, heck yeah.
Might you get some toys?
Might as well
Maybe?
try, you know what I say? But yeah, I'm not that I'm super apprehensive about it because I'm super open to anything.
Mhm.
But I think that there's just so much out there that it's like, damn, where do I even start?
Oh, yeah. If you just a great place to start, if you have no experience with any toys,
Yeah.
don't know what you like or what, what sensations or anything,
Mhm.
just go to a sex shop, the two of you,
Yeah.
and just walk around it
Yeah.
and just look at everything and just look at oh, that looks fun.
Yeah.
It's a great thing to kind of start the conversation,
Mhm.
just to be in a sex shop. And if you go to the right sex shops, the sales associates will be super knowledgeable.
Cool.
So, you can ask them. They can, a lot of them have demos. If it's a vibrator,
Mhm.
it's really important to, have the vibrator in your hand
Yeah.
and see and feel the vibration.
Mhm.
Don't just buy a vibrator online.
Yeah.
Unless you've gone to a store, unless you're one of those dicks that goes into a store and tests it to make
Yeah.
sure that's the one they want and then goes home and buys it online.
Yeah. Oh my God. Sneaky.
Sneaky fucks. But they do that because it's very important to actually feel, because there's a lot of different ranges of
Mhm.
vibration, for example, from super buzzy and annoying to go 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 go
Oh.
rumbly low and
Interesting.
vibration and everything in between.
Hmm.
So it's important that you feel it. Feel it in your hand first.
Yeah.
And even with dildos and butt stuff, from plugs
Mhm.
to beads, beaded type things, it's important to have those in your hands too, to see oh yeah, that seems like it's a little too rigid for
Yeah.
me. That seems more pliable. That seems like it'll be a little too soft and
Mhm.
hard for me to get in or keep it.
Yeah.
It's important to get in there and look at all, play with all.
Yeah.
Play. It's play.
Yeah,
It's playtime. Adult
literally.
playtime, right?
Yeah.
They're literally toys.
Yeah, literally.
They're
toys.
literally toys for you to play with. So go into a sex shop and
Look around.
look around
I don't know
and
what
see what you're drawn
yeah.
to.
I don't know what in my head was and this is super wrong. I know it's super wrong, but in my head it's if you need them, then something must like not
Be
be
wrong.
work. Yeah.
Yeah, sex toy shame.
Yeah.
For sure.
But it's like, no, Laura, you dumbass bitch. Of course it's not like that. So I think it's just like a matter of like opening up.
Yeah. It's just
Myself
to
doing
like
that.
enhance. It's just to
Yeah.
have fun. It's just to, it doesn't say, for sure, it doesn't say anything
Yeah.
that's wrong with you when you're using a sex toy. If anything, it means that something is right with you.
Yeah. Literally.
Because you're, not letting, stigmas and whatnot
Yeah.
get in your way of experiencing pleasure. Right?
Question.
Yeah.
So I was always afraid to try like Adderall and stuff in school because I was
Right.
like, oh, once I take Adderall, now I'm going to need it to do
Right.
my schoolwork.
Right.
Is that how it goes with sex toys?
Um,
Can you go back
Here's-
to just plain old?
Oh, for sure you can.
Yeah.
100% for sure you can. If you get one thing your body can do is get used to a certain type of stimulation. So whether you're talking about vibrators or you're talking about a very specific thing that your actual hand is doing while you're masturbating, your body's going to get used to it no matter what.
Okay.
If you're really used to somebody going down on you and you want to, and you're doing that every single time to get off, your body is going to get used to that. And you're going to need, quote unquote, somebody to go down on you to get off because that is what your body is learned behavior, right? So it's the same thing with anything that you're using, whether you're using a dildo in the exact same way, you're using a vibrator on the exact same setting.
Oh, I see.
It's touching the exact same time, exact same part of you every
Yeah.
time. Any habit that you get into with masturbation is going to narrow your ability to experience temporarily,
Yeah.
narrow your ability to experience other types of sensation and orgasm that way. So all that's important just to keep in mind with just masturbating in general, again, whether you're using a vibrator, you're using a dildo, you're using a partner to get you off, like their mouth or whatever, or your hand, just it's important to know to switch it up. If you use, switch it up. Variety is the spice of life.
Literally.
Yeah. Like if you have a vibrator, try it on this other setting this one time. Try it on, make sure you experiment on different settings, on placing at different areas. Like I was saying, I like to move my vibrator. So I like to use lubricant and like move it around. So sometimes I experiment with just holding it in one place.
Yeah.
It's all different sensations, or holding it a little lower and letting like the vibrations kind of reverberate, right, not directly on the clitoris, but like kind of use it on its flat side rather than its like really tapered side. Use it on the side, like so that more area is feeling the vibration.
Yeah.
Like there are lots of different ways you can switch it up. Even say you are just using a vibrator to get off. There are lots of ways you can have it be varied for you to not kind of get used to a very specific type of sensation. So like for me, for example, I'll use it on its side. I'll use it on different settings. I'll use it on the rhythmic settings. A lot of vibrators have those.
Rhythmic?
Yes. And also I have multiple vibrators. So I'll use different ones that are different shapes and sizes and have different frequencies, just so that I can, because, and I mean, all of this said, if you do use your vibrator on its same setting in the exact same spot while watching the exact same 10-second clip of porn, while this type of music is playing and, your partner is sucking your right nipple, like if that's the only way you can get off,
go for it.
fucking go for that too.
Yeah.
Great. Good for you.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Like, do what makes you happy. Like, don't worry about the stigmas around like, am I going to get addicted to my vibrator? If you quote unquote do get addicted, fucking great. Because you're having consistent orgasms on a regular basis. And that is only going to be good for you.
Yeah, literally.
And that is only like giving you better emotional, mental health,
Yeah.
a stress release, like pleasure, self-care, self-love. Like how is any type of masturbation
Like bad.
is going to be bad for
Yeah.
you? Like, so you can look at it a lot of different ways.
Interesting.
Yeah. I feel like I just talk forever.
No, that was good. I'm like, I'm gonna go home and masturbate now. Buy all the vibrators.
Yeah, like go home and masturbate right now, people. Don't masturbate while this is on. That's weird.
That's weird. Although, I'll be flattered.
don't know about you, but so masturbate only when Laura's on camera.
Hey.
With that face. You there yet?
I wanted to wink to these people this whole time, so I'm glad I got my chance.
Your opportunity. There it is.
Ooh.
Somebody's going to loop that, play it on it, get it on a give.
And that's just scary, just like a constant wink.
Though that is funny. I do have a friend who has a winking kink.
No way.
Yes, and she legit has recorded her boyfriend, or her
Winking?
boyfriend has sent her videos of him winking, and then she'll like put like 5 of them winking in a row, and she just masturbates to it.
Amazing.
Yeah. Go get it, girl. Get your life. Okay,
Oh my
Laura,
gosh.
so we are getting at time.
Okay.
Would you like to tell people like what you've got going on if people are in Toronto and they want to see you do comedy stuff
Sure.
or in social media stuff as well?
Yes. Okay. So you can follow me at LDM Comedy. LDM, the letters comedy. I'm on Insta and Facebook. Facebook. I also, so that's where I like make my own like video content, as I mentioned before, like going to see Santa, like super like underground vlog. Moving into more like character based stuff, but super fun stuff there. Also my stand up, I'll put my stand up there.
Yeah.
And then I also perform at the kids table. We have 3 shows this week, which is nuts.
Yes.
Mostly,
When you perform it regularly is $15 beer comedy
Yes.
show. You're there a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On the 4th Friday of every month.
Yeah.
Although it's been a bit more the past month, but our consistent spot is the 4th Friday of every month.
Yeah, 2 other people from that improv troupe are in our podcasting network. Griffin and Steve have Killed to Death podcast. If you guys have not listened to that yet, go to our Sonar Network page and listen to Killed to Death.
Yeah, they're
it's
fun.
so good. I legit, Killed to Death is one of my favorite podcasts.
Yeah.
I love it.
Oh my gosh, I'd be so happy to hear that.
I fucking love it.
It's fun. I've been on it a few times.
Yes.
I
know.
Always so silly. I pull these like ridiculous accents and I'm like, okay, we're just doing this. So much fun.
I've committed. I got it. I got it.
It's here now. And then it goes like off and then comes back and I'm like, oh. So yeah. So with the kids table. And then I also host a podcast too. It's so it's called ISO The Buns Podcast. So it's for like the Buns Trading Zone. And that's every Tuesday on the app Store or Apple Podcasts, iTunes,
whatever they call it nowadays. Yep,
all the business, you can get it sort of anywhere.
Great.
Yeah, that's all.
Amazing. Laura, thank you.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Erin. This is so much fun.
Oh, it's been fun. Let me see if I can remember my shit now. Okay, if you are in Toronto and want to see the Bedpost stage show, I'm at the 3rd Friday of every month at 8 at the Social Capital Theatre, and also the last Tuesday of every month at 9 at Super Wonder Gallery. If you're watching this on YouTube, please subscribe. It really helps me with all my business stuff. Subscribe. And if you're listening to this on iTunes, rate and review it, even if it's a bad review. I don't care. It's just the more reviews, the better. And again, really helps me with like the business aspects of Bedpost, which is really great. If you want to get in touch with me for any reason to like pitch an idea for like the Bedpost stage show or for the podcast, I'm at thebedpostsexshow@gmail.com. Follow us on Instagram. I'm the Bedpost Sex Show. Facebook, I'm Bedpost Erotica. I just went cross-eyed. Did you see me? I was like,
Erotica.
Also, bedpost.ca you can go check out. We just posted our like full year's worth of dates for a show from like now until the end of 2018. So those are all booked up and ready to go for everybody. Lastly, we want to thank everyone at Eggplant Media. They're responsible for all our new like in-studio YouTubing and podcasting, which is amazing. Thanks to all the folks at the Pacific Junction Hotel, which is the great bar and studio that we're recording in right now. If you're listening to the podcast, lastly, I want to thank Stephanie Copeland because she does all my original music here on the podcast. You can check out her at stephcopelandmusic.com. Thanks again to Laura Lee. Thank you. And bye, everybody.
See ya.
Bye.